Hello, welcome to my first video on my 6D. I'm shooting with my 50mm lens f1.4 and I've got it wide open, so apologies if I go out of focus. This is the first time I've done this, so I don't know what the result's going to be like. The reason I'm shooting this video is because I want to talk about DaVinci Resolve. If you already know what DaVinci Resolve is, I suggest you stop watching the video because it's going to be quite boring. I'm just going to talk about the basics of what it is. If you're a Final Cut video editor or a Premiere Pro editor, carry on watching. The first time I heard of DaVinci Resolve was a few years ago. It was when I was starting to get into colour grading. The first piece of software I looked at was Apple Colour, which was essentially a colour grading package for Hollywood films, TV shows, that sort of thing. I think it was pretty big. I think a lot of people used it, but eventually Apple discontinued it. They discontinued it when they brought out Final Cut Pro X, unfortunately. I'm aware that Final Cut Pro does have some colour grading options, but nothing quite like what Apple Colour was. So when I first started looking into colour grading and I sort of realised that Apple had abandoned colour, I started looking at alternatives. So one of them was Adobe Speed Grade, which plugs into Premiere Pro quite nicely. Colorista is one of them. But the one that I found that I liked the look of the most was DaVinci Resolve. Now DaVinci Resolve was a very premium colour grading package. Well, it still is a very premium colour grading package. And it was only available to big studios because it was very expensive software. However, a couple of years ago, they brought out DaVinci Resolve Lite, which was a cut down version. And they've just updated it so that there are now two editions of DaVinci Resolve. There's the DaVinci Resolve and DaVinci Resolve Studio. So DaVinci Resolve is what was DaVinci Resolve Lite, and DaVinci Studio is what was DaVinci Resolve, I think. Now, I'm not fully clued up on the history of the free version of DaVinci Resolve because I just sort of skimmed through the features when it came out. One of the things that DaVinci Resolve has introduced is a non-linear editor, and what that basically means is that you can video edit just like you can on Final Cut Pro X and Premiere Pro. Now, I have seen a couple of posts in forums, sorry, the cat is trying to bite me. I have seen in a couple of forums that some people have said that it doesn't have the exact same feature set as Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro X. There's certain sort of cuts that you can't do, and perhaps other little bits that I don't know about because I'm not really a video editor. I do little bits. In fact, one of the reasons I'm doing this video is so that I can have a play around in DaVinci, do a bit of basic colour work and a little bit of editing. But I don't edit videos regularly, so I couldn't really comment too much on that. However, DaVinci keeps being updated and they keep adding new features. I think over time it's going to have an as full feature set as Final Cut and Premiere Pro. For now, I think people should just try it out, try workarounds for features that aren't included yet because it's free. I think they've updated it now so that you can export to above 1080p. It's some form of 4K. I don't think it's quite 4K, I think it's just below 4K, perhaps Ultra HD, I'm not entirely sure. But it's definitely above 1080p. And I know a lot of YouTubers are going out and buying Final Cut Pro X or getting Creative Cloud so they can use Premiere Pro, when all along there's this free software that they could be using. And built right into it is all the colour grading stuff. So you can go and edit your YouTube video, jump straight into the colour part of DaVinci Resolve and do some colour grading, and it's really easy to use. I think DaVinci Resolve is really going to lower the entry level of quality video for YouTubers. So if you just Google DaVinci Resolve, you should find a DaVinci Resolve website, download it, have a play around with it. It's free, so you've got nothing to lose, and see what you think, because I think it's a really powerful piece of software that's sort of being ignored by the majority, and I think people should be trying it out.